Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. And when last we left off, we had helped the Shwagin rebels to take over their place in the city, so that under the wise guidance of Prince Idlati, they can probably restore power, although
I can hear you just fine.
there's little evidence to back that up. And I think it's very likely that they'll just fall back into their old patterns again and again and again. Make sure this is topped off. I think this is probably more than enough. Satraps is probably fine. Let's actually start making you able to hide. Didn't see if you got anything else, so I'm gonna assume you got a few spell slots somewhere. You did not. Or you didn't level that, did you? Yeah, your illusionist is just shy of leveling up. That's a pity. That's fine though. Shouldn't take too long. All things considered. Ooh, even Animal is close to leveling up. Right.
Yes.
Now we need to go to the exit to the Underdark, so let's just go. Now the prince said that we could just descend here with a rope. But we don't have a rope unless he gave it to someone else. Don't need the treasury key either. I'll just leave it on the ground here. Someone got stuck. Oh, right. Not a straight shot here. Well, yeah, this was a fun little diversion, and we got a weapon component out of it. Now, of course, pickpocketing isn't the first way to do that. Usually you can just betray the prince and get it that way. Now, he said he'd leave the rope here, but I don't see it, so I do hope that he did leave it indeed here. Or that we can just descend, but I'm gonna guess the game kinda bugged out here.
Something you need? Yes.
Alright, let's first drop the key. Don't need it. I also learned all the possible spells I could.
Dream of something you need.
Right.
Yes. Oh yes.
I do not see a rope here, which should be on the prince's person. Alright, well, I don't need the entire party for this. We'll just keep pickpocketing the prince until we get the rope. I mean, if I have to kill it to get the rope, that's fine. You know, you'd have given it to me. Yeah, it is a very beautiful place. A very nice aesthetic. Crafting statues out of sea creatures they most likely either fight or eat. Why is the prince wandering about like this? Right. Something is definitely amiss. Oh, there it is. Magical rope. Never mind. Alright. Thought it might be on a princess person, but he should have given it to us, so... did I drop it? I mean, that's possible, but I don't think... Well... it doesn't matter, it is only a slight delay. Into the Underdark we go. Oh joy. I do kind of like the Underdark segment though, don't get me wrong, but it is quite a slog to get through. Especially considering choices that need to be made. As I stated before, I've really only done this the good way. Never quite so morally ambiguous as I've currently done. Although don't expect anything particularly weird in my actions here.
Something you need.
Things go well on the surface. The temple of their false god has been defiled.
I am pleased. My revenge will soon come.
We did not act for your benefit, Irenicus, though you did offer some interesting opportunities.
Yes, Matron Mother. Excuse my careless words.
Our first prisoners arrive, Matron Mother.
These two rank high among the surface scum, Matron. What is to be their fate?
Their presence sickens me. Kill them.
Perhaps it would be better to interrogate them first.
Journalist, what are you doing with these monsters? You are on a...
An odd way to question, Irenicus. Did you not like his tone?
I reconsidered, Matron. Your command was the wiser.
The great depths of the Underdark stretch before you, and as you adjust to the dim light, the reality of where you are begins to sink in. It is a realm of countless legends, where evil lurks behind each shadow. And though you have traveled far in pursuit of Irenicus, never have you felt so isolated. As black as your situation may have seemed, it somehow grows darker still.
Indeed. Right. All right.
What is it now?
The Underdark. Now, at this particular point in the game, nice. The spells across the board. No additional skills. That's fine. And your illusionist is also leveled up. 1, 2, 3, and 6, and an extra hit point. Woohoo! Very nice. Because this was really my first encounter with it. And yeah, well, what to think of it? I mean, there's things to be said about a race of evil people that are designed to be evil under all circumstances, even though obviously there is a slight caveat to that in the form of Drizzt, which admittedly was my only real reference point for Drow, so, and Viconia of course, but then again, played mostly good guys, so didn't really play with Viconia all that much. So her insight is currently still much of a mystery to me. Somewhat. Let's just be a little bit esoteric with our spells. Mental domination. Now, the point is really that Hanuman is always in the front line, so being able to cast, and this doesn't help. Far side, I mean, that's neat, but not really much of a useful spell. Get another cause serious wounds. You know what? Let's have one. Actually, I should be more practical with my spells. Actually, no, if I can get summoned to level 3, then I'm not gonna bother with that. Then we need something else. Get a greater command. And that's all the spells we have for you. Alright. Sleep can always be useful in a pinch. Having more ways to detect invisibility can always be useful. Get a haste spell. You have no room for that. And a level 6 spell. Let's get Death Fog. Alright.
Yes?
Let's start the exploration. Now, normally, when entering a new area, I would cast Clairvoyance, because why wouldn't you? Well, of course, that doesn't work here, because we are underground. And we are also in a totally new power dynamic, because while we're underground, the Drow have quite superior armor and weapons, which is not great. This is different. But seeing dwarves on the ground is not that strange. Både norr då samman. All of Korsar under the Tofulinson, Full Thorst. I'm sorry, but I cannot understand the tongue you speak. Gordel, a Yarg. You must excuse my fellows, it's not often we encounter surfaces down here. Yes, very seldom. They do not live long. Well, unfortunate things can happen in the depths, but we do not partake in such events. I'm Karlik, a trader of sorts. I am Leon, I'm looking for a couple of other surfaces, as you say. I haven't seen many strangers around here, and I talk to everyone. Well, almost. Those two creepy ones were back, Karlik. You remember? The neckbiter and the mage? Ah yes, those two. Bad news, I would wager. I have seen them near the Drow City. Must be up to dirty dealings. Those old warlock dark elves don't usually let strangers live. Those are the two I'm looking for, Bodhi and Irenicus. I'll have to go after them. Well then, I wish you luck, although you won't be able to simply walk into the Drow City. That place will come down on your head harder than a Lark tunnel unshored? Was that Ilark? That's their choice to make, Findlik. No need to worry them more. Ask about before you go assaulting that place might be a better way. Ah. Well, in any case, I've grasped the cell if you're interested. Was looking for fresh faces to trade with, no matter the color in you or shadow in you. I'll have a look. Let's see what you have. Right, so I don't think he has much interesting stuff, but he does have a couple of things that are kinda useful, like these freedom spells. And you know what? I'll just buy the whole batch. You can never have enough freedom. Freedom! It looks like most of the spells here we already know. And he doesn't have all the spells. Right, you can still learn the spell sequencer. And you probably can learn a lot of spells. Well, may as well. As long as we have you with us. And what else are we gonna spend our money on? I know, not particularly useful for us to use that, but well. Right, let's just sell the gems that we don't need. Get a little bit of money back. I don't know if we don't need the emerald anymore. And in the bag of holding. Don't need the flail +2. Or the sphere +3. I'll sell the useless stuff. Leather armor +3 is also not particularly useful to us. And that's a flail morning star. But it's a special one, so I don't really want to get rid of it. Alright, that's quite enough of that. I don't think we have anything else I really want to get rid of at this point. Don't think I have any other gems. No, actually, that's not what I want to do. So the spells I already have, I'll just store away in my scroll bag.
No, I can carry nothing else. Your item is on the ground.
Whoops. Put all the freedom scrolls in my backpack, please. Looks like I am the only one that can actually learn this one. The level 9 spell, so... Abjuration, you can't learn that? Ah, guess not. Well, it's useful to have a couple of these around at least. Right, I should probably just learn this one. So let's just begin the learning process. I do like having the good learning ability. There. Now at least we will have the option of maybe being able to cast it at some later points. Plus it also gives us some more experience points. So at present nobody is really in range to level up. Leveling up will be much slower now.
Something you need.
Nature, take the life she gave!
Air Elemental, we have something for that. Staff of Air. Go.
I await your need.
Yes.
Onward then.
Yes.
This is part of a quest that we are not currently doing, but
Righteousness shall prevail! Take that!
Next time.
well, if nothing else, this is good for an experience.
Down the side.
I don't think this the stream is infinite, but there we go.
To the task at hand.
A little bit funny when the game
am
just
ready.
feeds you stuff like that. Alright, let's up. Regeneration is so slow.
Something you need.
As you will.
Definitely some drow nearby. Let's be on our guards. Now, I did buy those freedom scrolls for another reason, that is to do with the location here, but I don't recall exactly where I need to use the scroll, so hoping to bump into something that will give me a clue. Alright, here's some drow. Time to see how well we do. Also, you need to switch back to this one, I think. Your skill with spears is non-existent, really. But you can use it, so I'll keep it on you, just in case we want to use it. Right. And we use some spells. Now, using spells on drow is always a little bit weird, because they tend to have very high resistances. Let's see if I can put some medicine on you.
Johnson at your service.
We're also not quite at full power because obviously we just arrived. Let's summon an Ishru to help out.
Yep.
And yeah, our friends are in the way.
With vengeance.
Alright. At least they're maligned. Right, with our friends over
What do you
there,
want? Gotcha.
see if we can get a little bit lucky with spells here.
For the fallen!
Alright. Because on the ground suggests there's actually invisible people around.
Fall, creature, and feed the earth! Speak your mind.
Pardon, turnip reflex.
Alright, can I remove magic? Where is it? Did I already use it? There it is. Why is the Nishro against me?
Nature's servant awaits.
Something you need? Of course.
Oof. Right, so dealing with drow. We can do it. But they definitely kick hard. If they do get a hit in. Right. Now, as for the armor they left behind, there's some chainmail and some full plate mail. Which is Drow Elven Chain, which does not disable spell casting and improves casting time by 1, which I believe slightly better than my melodic chain. And Drow Full Plate plus 5, which is basically the best armor you can find in the game, as long as you stay in the dark. Let's see, Shahira, is it? Yeah, it's much better than what you currently have. Right, so I'll just put your armor into storage. And I believe the rest of you don't really use armor, do you? Actually, that doesn't really matter because it's Drow Elven Chainmail. But you can use it. But not with the ring active, of course. But it still will give you plenty of benefits. Put your rope in the bag. I could give Jan another some armor like that, but frankly I kinda need his skills to be top notch.
You need my skills, I see.
So the rest of this will remain as it is. I was hoping for some better weapons. But apparently not. Well, this was just maybe... Oh, poor colony.
To battle!
Beware!
No
Your knees are mine!
Fall, creature, and feed the earth! With vengeance!
By Uncle Spanky's thumb!
My blade will cut you down to size.
To battle with no regrets.
Nature, take the life she gave!
Right, let's shoot you from a distance.
Whatever I can do to help. I await. It is done.
And unfortunately, the only one that can actually undo that's currently busy. Alright, well that'll do for this episode though. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. If you enjoy my content, please rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!